Hey, what's up? It's me, Karwana D, your government contract strategist. I just wanted to take the time to share a powerful testimonial by my client, Gloria, who just landed her first contract in the sum of $250,000. That's right, you heard it, $250,000. Now, quick disclaimer. These results are not very typical. However, if you do the work, I promise you will get results. Okay. So anyway, just a few months, Gloria has landed her first contract. So today she is $250,000 richer than she was only a short few months ago. And this can be you. So check it out and be inspired.
Gloria, welcome and congratulations on getting your first contract. First, I wanted to just kind of find out, tell me about your business. Like, what do you do, and how did you find out about our program?
Actually, I started out with the travel business. So, it was during the 2020, during COVID, when everybody was shut down. There were no cruises going out. There, people just stopped traveling totally. So one day on Facebook, I don't know how, I guess your marketing team, I got an invitation to the 5-day challenge. So to actually do government contracted. So I'm like, you know what? I've heard about it because I've worked many of years for a company that actually do government contracting, but of course they don't tell the worker bees the 9 to 5 how to actually just sell what you have as your talent to the government and make a bunch of money at one time instead of just from paycheck to paycheck. So when you actually did that 5-day challenge for getting myself in line for a woman-owned business, minority-owned business, I'm like, yes, I'm going for it. And I did. And after the 5-day challenge, I went ahead and I just took out my 401k and did the actual $1 trillion mastermind class with you. It was the best move I could have ever done. But during the time, it was kind of tough for me because my father had passed in the middle of that. When the first class rolled out in October, actually, I had just left the funeral that Saturday, but I still tuned in for the actual class. And I'm glad I did because it gave me the strength and the opportunity to know that whatever storm may rise in your life, you can still do it. There is that inner strength within you to continue. And I always wanted to be the first one to be like the person that would be the millionaire of the family. So at the generations after me would know what wealth is really like. So
That's powerful. That is so powerful. And I'm glad you mentioned the fact that you pulled out of your 401k and you showed up regardless of what was going on in your personal life, the circumstances of losing a father, which is hard. And so because several, I mean, I don't even know how many people will use that as an excuse to wait, right? I don't have the money right now, let me wait. Or my parent just passed away, let me wait, right? But you said, well, now is the time, and I'm going to do this by any means because you saw an opportunity. So tell me about that. What did you see when it came to the opportunity? Like, what did you see to say, well, you know what? If I take from my 401k, which people think, right, is going to be their security for their, their future retirement, whatever. If I just pull a little bit from here, what made you go ahead and make that extra step?
Because I am now 58 years old. I have worked for corporate America since I was the age of 16. Never have I been with 6 figures and working towards 7 figures after this. But yeah, it was that determination that I'm tired of working for someone else when I know it's better. My father, he was a minister and he always used to be encouraging, always encouraging. People loved him and I love him. And it just never really dawned on me that I could do this on my own without punching in a clock from 8 to 5.
Now you mentioned that this is your first time having a six-figure business, basically a six-figure business. What does that do for your family? Like, how does that change like the trajectory for you in your personal life?
Wow. First of all, I had to change my mind. Before any of this happened, you notice I started in 2020 and I'm just now getting it in 2021. It was a mind-changing experience that I had to do within myself. You can teach anyone the method of how to get there, but you cannot make the horse drink the water just leading them to the area without his mind being in line with what you're trying to do.
Sure.
So I actually, started looking up books, started reading.
Awesome. Yeah. Yeah, like you said, it's more than about like having the knowledge and being willing, but you got to be ready as well, right? You got to
Right.
be mentally, spiritually aligned with this change, because you
Right.
can't go to new places with the same old mess, right? So you even have to become renewed yourself, right? Yeah. So yeah, that I love that. Okay, so tell me about your experience inside the program. Like, what was it like learning like this new strategy, this new method of business?
Oh my God. It's life changing. You said, I'm so grateful for you that you went through it before us. Because just the parts of getting yourself as certified, the back and forth. Oh no, we need this. We need that. We need this notarized. I'm a notary, but I can't notarize myself. So it was back and forth to the bank, to get myself notarized, saying that I am Black. I was born in the USA. And my birth certificate actually says Negro. Not only did, that was kind of, even the lady at the bank, she was like, okay. So they need to know that you are Black, obviously. I'm like, yes, ma'am. So here's my birth certificate, and here's my ID, et cetera, et cetera. But the process, oh my God, thank you so much, Kawana. God bless you. You have opened doors for many of us that would have been just round in circles, and giving up, because they don't make it easy. I mean, this is not the first one that I tried. Believe me, you got to, each failure is actually a learning opportunity. Right. I had to train my mind that way as well. Because that first failure, you're like, oh my God, I can't do this. But then again, you know what? I can, and I'm going to prove it to them that I can. I can work for the government and make good money for my services.
Absolutely.
Right. So, yeah.
So what was the size of your first mega contract that you just signed?
This one is 250,000. Like I say, I am the prime on it. So I also have a subcontractor that would do, like most of the medical part of the work.
Right. But, so ideally, how many customers do you think it would have taken you to get to a $250,000 basically revenue threshold if it had not been for government contracts?
Yes. No, ma'am. Not in either one of those businesses.
Right.
No. And this is just the beginning. I got my mind set for a millionaire. And then when I retired, I will be a billionaire.
Absolutely. And
Yes.
you're there. You're a quarter of a millionaire richer today. You're up for a new contract in a couple months. You're gonna know, right? So you're almost there. Just how close are you? Like, how do you feel about that? How does that make you feel? Just knowing how easy it is.
Wow. It's life changing. It's really life changing. It really is. And I'm embracing every moment of it because I had to actually set goals as well. I have a new grandson that will be here in April. Do you know? Wow, it's just overwhelming that I will be able to actually tell my daughter, look, instead of those 6 weeks, go ahead and take at least 6 months off. You have 3 boys now. Something that I was never able to do was just stop working, not worry about bills, and concentrate on my kids. I want that for her. That's one of my goals. I want that for her. This is number 3. And she's a hard worker. God bless her. She's like a mini me.
Yeah.
She's a go-getter. She worked and she don't mind working. She love it. But at the same time, I want something different. We all want something different for our kids and our grandkids.
Absolutely. Oh, that's so touching. It is.
And every now and then we'll role play. I'm like, you know what? When I get, to that $1 million status, I'm just going to send you an email. You go ahead and print your ticket out. And when you get to the airport, I'm going to have a driver come pick you up and to take you to the mansion. And don't worry about cars. You'll have 5 to choose from, just not the Bentley, okay? Yeah. And she'll go ahead, Mom, preach, Mom. You better shut up. I'm going to hang up this phone.
That's right. That's awesome.
Yeah. So, I want that for her.
That is so awesome. That is so, now you're in a position to be able to offer that. And I think that's so powerful. Yes. Okay. And so, what would you say to a small business owner right now who's been thinking about doing government contracting, but has been on the fence for any reason, whether it's the investment as a reason or just the timing, whatever their reason is that they believe is holding them back? What would you say to them?
You cannot grow without taking a leap of faith. You cannot grow yourself without believing you can do something. Universe is set up to make sure you're going to be okay. I have been through bankruptcies. I have been through a lot of things. But somehow I'm still here and I made it. And it took that to actually sit here and think about my past. Well, Gloria, you didn't even know about government contracting, but somehow your foreclosures and bankruptcies and all of that, you're still here and you have a house, you have a home. Now it's time for you to actually move up another level. If you don't invest in yourself, you're just existing. In order to grow, you got to invest in yourself. Just think, if the universe created us, God created us, he would just create us as right now at this age. No, why do he start with a baby? Why did he start with a baby? So we can grow. And once you get to a certain level, you stop growing. So you know what that means? That means it's time for you to find yourself and invest in yourself into what you really want to do.
Right. And then you just reminded me that that one investment into the $1 trillion government contract accelerator program gives you something. The return on investment is so much greater, right, than anything you've ever even invested in the first place. But also, you have something that you can do over and over and over, which means that you'll never stop receiving.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So after you've made your leap of faith into the program and you saw how you reaped the benefits, like what went through your mind with that?
Well, at first, it's just was very exciting that I can get a part of that $1 trillion that they're setting aside for people of my stature. I'm just one person, I'm just a one owner business. And they're actually setting aside money so I can grow. So this time next year, I won't be just a one person business. Guess what? I'll be able to help other people build their business. I'll be able to help other people put food on their table, clothes on their backs. It's all an overwhelming joy to know that once I have invested in myself, I know how to go and get what I need to build my dreams, my hopes, my visions. And it's going to take money. It's going to take money. And don't worry about money running out. It will never run out. As one of the authors said, even if we run out of money, paper money, there are going to be miners to dig for gold. It will always be a way because we were all created with a gift to help each other out.
Right.
To grow.
So was there almost a time where you was there a moment at all where you almost did not make that move? Okay, let's talk about that.
It's gonna be that moment where you're like, oh goodness, that's it. But I didn't do it right away. I kept thinking about, well, if I really can't afford another bill. But she did say, you can actually do payments. You made it easy, Kawana. You really made it easy. And I appreciate that. And people need to know that if there's a will, there is a way. I so happen to have a 401k, and it was enough money to where I can just pay it all at one time. I'm investing in myself. So guess what? Hey, I'm not going to let myself down. I don't know about you. I put my money in it. I'm going to get my money out of it. So once you do that, sky's the limit. Once you put money into yourself, because yourself is not going to let yourself down, you're good.
That's true. All right, cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thank you. All right, great. Thank you so much for sharing your story, your journey. Congratulations on the new grandbaby that's coming. All great, beautiful things. There's so many beautiful things that's coming out of just you being a new person. I don't know if you can see it, but I can hear it just by listening to you. All those beautiful things happening. So looking forward to 2022. And I know that, there's only going to be more opportunities and business opportunities coming to you. And then you'll be able to help other women in business, build their business as you're growing as well. So I think that's awesome.
Now, isn't that inspiring? Now, go ahead and book a call if this is something that you want for yourself and your business, and you want to learn a simple step-by-step strategy with my help to blowing your business to the next level, right? So go ahead and book a call. My team is waiting. Go to $1trilliondollargovernmentcontracts.com, submit an application. Once your application is approved, we'll give you an opportunity to schedule a call and to work with us in our program. So we'll see you on the inside.